This might not work, but it might fix it.
Nope, I think it's a lost cause.
Yeah, definitely dead.
Hey guys, welcome to the mischief. I'm the Crafty Rat. Right, today I've got something very new to me. I know it's not new because obviously quite a lot of you have done this and I absolutely love your makes, but I hate squishy things. Don't know why. I do. However, I've seen some. I can't remember who I've seen using it, but it's a Let's Resin kit that makes a dragon squishy. I don't have that yet. It's not available in the UK yet. So my wonderful dear husband, you got to say hello.
Hello.
He's giving me dodgy looks right now. He's not impressed with me. He said, why don't you give it a try? I'll buy you something.
Famous last words.
And he got me this. Now, with this, as I say, I don't really like squishies. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do with it. So this video is going to go live whether or not there is a successful end result or not. It's as simple as that. It's going to go live. So this is going to be a bit of a journey. Now, in this little kit, you get a lovely little bag. I'll just shove it at the side and no doubt lose it.
You do like get it in front of you.
As he said, I would do that if I had it in front of me. Now, I've got a little silicone stick which I will use no doubt for my resin. I shall show that momentarily. That's a bit of a surprise. Although, no, you'll know what it is anyway. So this is pigments that come with it. Little teeny tiny pots. Teeny tiny. Oops, I'm just knocking things over. So this is mould release. I'm guessing, not entirely sure what this is. Probably the stuff that goes on to stop it being overly sticky once it's done. Well, it's not flock, it's more like powder, but you know. And just enough squishy stuff to make this. Right, so about this kit, I don't care if the squishy stuff works or not. This, I think, is worth what Mr. Ratty paid for it. It's a little axolotl mould. It's adorable. So I'm happy about that. Right. Got instructions. Absolutely tiny. Can I get that to focus? It don't matter if I can or not. So this part of the text is just about visible. Now, this part, the actual instructions itself, is non-existent, so I had to load it up on Amazon to have a look to see what I'm doing. Now, for this particular kit and this brand, I've not seen many videos. There probably are some, I'm just no good at finding them. I did find one, so I'm pretty much going to be following what that did. Right. So I'm going to be doing this in two parts. The first part is some little details, and then the second part is just filling everything else up. And then once I've done that, it'll just be the finishing touches. So I am going to get started with this. What I'm going to do is one of my many little tiny pots that I've got. I'm going to make a mark because this first part is tiny and you don't get much squishy stuff. I don't want to be losing any and wasting it. So I am literally going to be making up a really waiting for the sarcastic comments to come in, but they'll probably come in on the screen. A tiny amount. Put in the details.
You missed a really.
Yep. Really tiny amount. I'm going to mix some of the colour in where it tells me to. And then once that's cured, so that'll probably be tomorrow morning because it's 8:20 now for me here. So tomorrow morning I will fill up the rest of it. Right, so I shall be back once I've mixed up the resin. It's not resin. Once I've mixed up the squishy stuff after I found a little shot glass. Alright, be back soon.
There's a little old shop down on Main Street where the crafty rat works, her hands are fleet. She molds and she paints with a sly little grin, turns clay into life, let the magic begin. She makes an axolotl, a spineless jiggling mess with a wiggle and a wobble. It's anybody's guess. Her critters come alive with a spark and a laugh. Oh, the wonder she weaves, that crafty rat's craft. She's got shells full of frogs and a turtle or two, an owl with a hat and a cow painted blue. But the axolotl, her prize and her crown, jiggles and dances, the talk of the town. She makes an axolotl, a spineless jiggling mess with a wiggle and a wobble. It's anybody's guess. Her critters come alive with a spark and a laugh. Oh, the wonder she weaves, that crafty rat's craft. The kids gather round, their faces aglow. She spins them a tale while the creatures all show that crafty rat's magic. It's hard to explain, brings joy to the heart like a warm summer rain. The axolotl jiggles on a dusty old shelf, seems to wink and to giggle almost like itself. The crafty rat chuckles, says, ain't it a sight? A wobbly old critter to brighten your night. She makes an
Right. That was a royal pain in the bottom. I'm doing what it told me to do. I don't think I've done it right. I don't know if it's going to cure or I don't know anything. I know nothing on this one.
Although it is happy to see you.
Well, it does kind of look a little bit happy. So what I'm going to do now is clean up this mess here. And I will let this cure. I'm going to go downstairs and go to bed. Okay, I'll be back in the morning once this is cured to fill it up. Bye. Right, it's been 12 hours and my confidence level in this has possibly got worse than it was before, and it was pretty bad before. I don't know if I mixed up in it for long enough or anything, but it does seem to be still a little, yeah. So I'm going to keep going with it. As I said, even if it fails, I'm going to go with it. Now, yeah, I won't play with it. So all I'm going to be doing for this is using one of my old resin cups mixing up the rest of the squishy stuff, and I'm going to be putting a little bit of colour in and making it pink, so using the dark pink and white, and just topping it up. So don't think, right, I'm going to pause the video and then I will be back once this is all mixed up, and then I'll mix the colours in on camera. So I shall be back momentarily. Right, so I've mixed it up. There are lots and lots and lots of bubbles in this. Now, I do have a Resiners first generation vacuum chamber, debubbler, whatever. But I don't know how long I have to work with this, so I am going to leave it and hope for the best. I mean, it does, I know you can't see on the camera, but I'm looking in it now and the bubbles are popping, so it's not exactly as though it's not going to degas some. So what I'm going to do now is try and attempt to open these paint pots or paste pots or whatever they are, and
that really does look like the result of a bad cold.
Yeah, it does. So I'm not going to be putting this in because I'm not, so there. But because I want to mix in some white with it, so I'll mix this up first, see if I need any more.
Now it looks like cowpot.
See what I mean? I think you can see the bubbles in that. It's really snotty and ugh. I really hate gloopy stuff. That's why I tend not to use glue when I'm wanting things to float in my resin. Oh, so I need a bit more colour in that. So I'm literally scooping a bit from the pot and letting it drip in. So I think this should be enough, so I'm going to shove the stick in, or shove the paintbrush in to get the, that didn't work. Right. Hello! I have a child of mine coming in. Hello, Ella, the eldest.
Okay. Anyways.
Do you want to say hello?
Say hello.
Hello. Coffee. So you can see the colour is a bit, she's laughing now, it's a bit darker. So now I am going to add the white. I feel as though I'm being judged. I'm looking behind me and she's just...
I'm being nosy.
Oh, she's being nosy. So let's mix up this snot. I think I might need a bit more white in.
Well, you need a tissue, one or two.
Oh, this is nasty. Sorry, I know people like the squishy stuff, but this is just weird. So I need a lot more white in there.
This chain needs to stop squeaking.
Hopefully I've put plenty of white in now. Watch it. I've not closed the lid, so I bet you won't. I've got enough now, because every time I put the pink in and put a bit more in, I'd close the lid in between, because I'm like that. think I need more white. Probably shouldn't do that, but hey ho. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I have that problem.
Well, it's getting there slowly. Probably.
I think you need to blow your mould.
Okay. I mean, it's a pretty pink. It's just a bit darker than what I wanted it.
To be fair, if I blew my nose and it was that colour, I think I'd be going to A&E.
Well, I think I'm just going to leave it at this colour now because I don't... With resin, I know you can only put a certain percentage. You can't overdo it. I'm not entirely sure with this because the instructions were non-existent. So, I mean, it's pretty pink, don't get me wrong. So now...
The look on your face really is not funny.
Oh wow, this stuff is if it was resin,
If you're ready, it'd be going back.
Oh wow, this just looks so wrong. I have no idea if it's going to settle or I don't know how air bubbles work in this. I don't know if I left it too long.
This is why I don't let the Crafty rat in the kitchen.
This stuff's horrible. So if you like this kind of thing, great. But I'm not entirely sure I do. Although I will give... Missed. As I said previously, there is the Let's Resin version that I do want to get, and I will give that a go. Just because I want the mould. No other reason than I love that little dragon mould when it becomes available in the UK. So I will give it a go. And hopefully it's just the brand of squishy, icky, ugh stuff. I have no idea what on earth is going on. I was thinking I might have some left over. I'm kind of glad I don't.
I'm just glad it's pink and not another colour.
Ooh, green. Okay, he said something different there, but yeah, you can probably guess if you've seen some of my videos or if you know Mr. Ratty, you kind of will probably have guessed what he's just said. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure this is going to work. So all I'm doing now is attempting to get it into the mould. I've got a feeling I may have actually left it too long, so I'm kind of glad I didn't attempt to put it in the debubbler. This is just nasty. Oh wow.
it reminds me of?
What?
That strawberry custard you used to get at school.
Yeah, but that was nice.
It's the same colour and same consistency.
No, that wasn't as
It's jiggly.
This is just horrible. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to release this video.
For anyone that didn't hear, Ella the Eldest just came out with "It's all jiggly."
Am I wrong though?
No, you're not wrong, hon. It's just... I hate it. Right, I've watched a few people doing the Let's Resin version, and I've got to admit theirs didn't look as bad as this. So, my conclusion is that this is rubbish. This cheaper version is rubbish, and because of the instructions were so clear, I may have left it too long before pouring it. Possibly, you know, other people may have had a better experience than me. If you have, let me know what I've done wrong, because this is there are no words. Spectacular, is what Els just said.
There are words, but they're not allowed to be used on YouTube.
Wow, this is horrible. Okay, I think I might leave this there, and I have no idea how the demoulding's going to go, but I shall demould it, or peel it out, or do something. But I do have a feeling my thoughts beforehand was this ain't working, this ain't a success. So, lesson for everybody out there, don't worry, not everything goes to plan, although I'll admit my plan wasn't hopeful for this, but things don't always go to plan. We all make mistakes. Let's wait until it's cured, if it cures. Now that is the question. So, I'll say bye for now, and yeah, I'll be back at some point. Gonna do.
Just as an added note, we might have to wait until tomorrow, because tomorrow's Sunday and I've got a feeling we may need an exorcism to get this out of the mould.
Hey, right, so let's continue with this. Ugh. It doesn't leave any sticky residue on the finger, it just feels meh. So I'm just going to go round the edge first. There's a little bit of overpour. Oh, I really don't like this.
Can you call it overpour?
Yeah, I don't know what you can call it. I really don't like sticky stuff. Oh dear.
So I get the impression you're not a fan.
No. Okay, if it was resin, there'd be air bubbles. Right, so whilst I'm messing around with this, if I manage to get it out and not throw it in the bin, just looks weird, I am
that's kind of a happy nightmare.
Okay, so I mean, it's...
Got a hole in its chest.
Oh dear.
Is that bubble actually heart-shaped?
No, not quite. So, I mean, it's cute. There is black coming off, which I think I mentioned earlier. I did. Have you seen the back? Oh. Right, yeah. I mean, it has potential. Yeah. Its mascara's running. Oh dear. Yeah. I probably should have done that. Right. It's been crying, like me. I'm kind of debating, do I want to continue with this? So, yeah, I will do. It's just going to have a mucky cheek. So yeah, there's lots of... Can you call it bubbles? Oh yeah, I suppose it is air bubbles. Because it was so... Cleaning the mould's going to be fun. Right. So, forgive the cheek. Oh, Mr. Atty's been nice, he's going to start cleaning the mould. Right, so what I was planning on doing is highlighting the areas, or not highlighting, but using this instead of the white. Although not that it's going to make much of a difference, because this black's going to get everywhere, there's already black everywhere. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, can you all tell? Oh well, never mind. Right. So I've got this generic pinky. It's one of my favourites. I think I more than likely got it from Temu. Most things come from Temu for me. Resin well, I normally do resin. And it is a very expensive hobby. Oh, poor thing, I've just noticed it's got a hole in its head. Oh, I have no idea why I'm doing this.
The hole in its head's the least of its worries, to be honest.
Yeah, as it's just said, the hole in his head's the least of its worries. Oh, it definitely feels better with the mica powder.
Can't feel worse.
Yep. It can't feel worse, can it? So... I mean, it's different. It's not something I normally do, so I've given it a go. I probably might have been better mixing pouring, because I probably did leave it a little bit too long, and then once it had come out, putting this stuff on. However, I didn't, and this is what you get. Not all projects are a success. Right, so I'm literally just going to wipe this up, because the rest of the powdery stuff, the powder that you got with the kit, So I'm just wondering, do I tip this on? Can it be any worse than it already is? Or should I use a brush? I will use a brush, I think.
Too much alcohol.
There's probably a better way of doing this. I know I've seen some people put it in a box and shake it, but I've had to improvise. I didn't think about it beforehand, and this was all I had available. So I'll probably fast forward through the rest of this bit.
A spark and a laugh, oh, the wonder she weaves, that crafty rat's craft, yeah, the wonder she weaves, that crafty rat's craft.
Right, so he's a bit worse for wear. However, after the powder's gone on, you don't feel too bad. He just looks like ooh, we need to think of a name for him or her. Looks like a clown gone wrong. Okay, don't think I'm going to do glamour shots of this one. Yeah, I mean, it kind of worked. It's not a complete utter failure. If I was to do it again, as I've mentioned, I am planning on getting one of the other kits that a lot of people use when it becomes available in the UK. So it might be that I didn't mix it right, because there were no instructions. I've got a feeling the coloured bits I probably didn't mix for long enough, which is why I've got black all over my hands now, and why she's got black all over her. And when I poured the big amount, I probably mixed it for too long, although I only mixed it for 2 minutes. Put the colour in, which was probably about another 2, maybe 3 minutes. And by that point, as you saw earlier in the video, it was thick. So I am going to leave it at that. Oh, hang on, no, I will put it in its bag, and then I will leave it at that. So this did come with a bag. I think the branded ones do as well. Yeah, let's get black all over the inside of the bag. Right. There we go. I will leave it at that. So thanks for watching, guys. Please give this a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Not all of my projects are a success, as you can see, but I will try. I will give anything a go. Alright, see you next time. Bye.
She's the crafty rat with her spinning light, turning the broken into something bright.